Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I hope that you're all very, very well. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the equinox that is coming up this week, 21st of March. It is a spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and an autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. So the first part of the video, I'm just going to speak generally about what the equinox is and what energies the equinox brings and how that can be affecting us as a collective. The second part of the second part of the session, I'm going to pull some cards for us, specifically around this equinox and what it means for you and how you can harness the specific energies that are coming through right now this week and what it is that it's going to be important to focus on for this coming week individually. So firstly, what is an equinox? An equinox is the time where we have equal daylight hours and two equal nighttime hours, so that both the day and the night are equal. And in the northern hemisphere, it will be longer. You'll be going into longer daylight hours, and in the southern hemisphere, they will be going into longer nighttime hours. So it's that inflection point between the seasons of winter and summer. So if you imagine that you've got summer, and then there's that inflection point of balance, perfect balance, and then you drop down into winter. And then the same for, you're going down into winter. There's an inflection point of equality, equilibrium, and then you go into the lightness of the summer after that. So at this inflection point where there is this equilibrium, it's where the light and the dark are equal. And the light is the masculine aspect and the dark is the feminine aspect. And so there is this incredibly magical period of time where we can tap into the divine aspects coming together. The divine aspect of the masculine and the divine aspect of the feminine coming together just for that period of time before it drops again to go and experience either the masculine in its fullness or the feminine in her fullness. And so at this inflection point, we're tapping into this divine masculine and feminine, not just as in the macro, but also in the micro, because we are all reflections of the seasons. We are the reflection of the universe. Our internal landscape is its own universe on its own, connected to all universes. So whatever the seasons are going through, whatever this universe is going through, is what we are going to be experiencing too. Because this body, this physical body, in my belief, it's just a vehicle that is the carrier of our soul, of our breath. The word soul and breath, or the word psychic at least, is the Greek word, comes from the Greek word psychikos, which means soul or breath. And so it's this original psychic essence of us, this original divine aspect of us, that when the masculine and feminine come together in their equilibrium, can give rise to the divine essence and the original aspect of ourself, of our soul, of our air, of our breath, that psychic essence that originally came into this world via the masculine and the feminine. So the masculine and the feminine come together in that chaos. They come together, they conceive, and that brings you through. And then we have this physical body. So we don't just have a physical body is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we have this psychic essence, this soul, this breath in us, this air. And it's that is attuned to all the other aspects of this world that is not just our physical reality and our physical body. We are connected to the stars, the planets. We're connected to the seasons, to the oceans, to the sun. Everything has an effect on us. And so with this divine masculine and feminine coming together, what we can tap into specifically during the week of the equinox is our own equilibrium, our own equal masculine and feminine aspects. And we can really look at how in balance are we actually in terms of our doing and non-doing, in terms of our male, female, our darkness, our light. So some aspects of the divine feminine, let's begin with her, are her ability to receive. That's the first thing that comes to me. What the divine masculine will do is he will have a thought. He's very much a thinker. So he can have the thought, that's a divine masculine, and then the divine feminine will be the one that can actually receive that thought. She can conceive it and she can give birth to it. Okay, so her essence is about being in the state of receptivity, being in the state of flow, of water, of allowing, of her creativity, of her movement, of her stillness, of her ability to weave and to create. She's very much a creator, a weaver, a nurturer. She loves to receive. She loves to give birth. And so what part of you, whether you're male or female, because we all have both the divine aspects within us, what part of you maybe wants to experience more of your creativity, your flow, your allowing, your trusting, your weaving, your movement. Okay. Your nurturing, your love. She's about love. The masculine is about light. We'll talk about him in a moment, but she's very much about love and compassion and nurturing. I keep saying the word nurturing. That feels a very strong message for us this week. Yeah. So the divine feminine is also, she has the ability to observe and to not have to always be the one that's talking. She can take a step back and allow. Again, it's that allowing, it's that non-action. But what I mean by non-action, it's not about not doing anything. It's about if you imagine the feminine and she's growing the baby in her, she doesn't know what she's doing consciously, but her subconscious is fully aware of how to grow the baby perfectly. And then the feminine allows that to happen. So that's the aspect that we're being called to tap into, is this, it's non-action, but it's trusting the action will happen without having to get the conscious mind in the way, without thinking too much about things. So if you're working on a project, let's say, it's about the conception of that project is not just about thinking about how to do it, which is the masculine. It's about allowing that project or that art piece or this work project that you're working on to also inform you, to show you what are the next steps, to feel into what is the next step going to be for me, rather than me penetrating like the masculine does, penetrating, pushing to make things happen. The feminine's rather going to allow and sit with and meditate with and feel into what does this project want from me, rather than me telling it or leading it. Okay. But of course, we don't just only want the feminine aspect of ourselves, we want the masculine aspect. So the masculine aspect is the, like I said earlier, he's light. So imagine you bring love and you bring light together. That's just perfect balance, okay? So he's light. He takes action. He's penetrative. He is a leader. He likes to speak. He's a doer. So they work so beautifully together, because then when she's feeling into that project, for instance, he's dropping the ideas into her. If you know, she's receiving the ideas, but she needs to be open to get his ideas. And what he needs to do is not overthink. So this is where we can become a little bit stuck in the masculine aspect. It's a bit toxic, because then now he wants to start overthinking, and then he doesn't stop thinking, and then he wants to push things. He really wants to push something to happen, and he doesn't know when to let go. You see, when he lets go, that's when the feminine can catch everything. So we need him to have those thoughts, and then he really needs to learn, the masculine really needs to learn how to let that go now, so that it can drop in, and so the feminine aspect can now start creating. She can start growing this thing. Okay. So yeah, so he's amazing in taking action, in leading, in providing, in speaking, communication, piercing through into the truth of things. He has a strong ability to look clearly at situations. So what situations in your life need more clarity? Maybe you allow things in your life to be a bit distorted. Okay, so calling on the divine masculine, he's going to be able to see clearly. That feels like a strong message for us this week, is seeing through the bullshit, is seeing beyond the veil. This feels like what the divine masculine is calling in for us this week. We'll see what comes through in the cards in a moment, but that feels quite strong right now. Seeing through the bullshit, and stop murking and muddying your mind around what you think something should be, rather than what the truth of is. So the masculine is very much about truth and seeing beyond things. Those are just a few examples of the masculine and the feminine. And then, yeah, like as I said, the opposite of that. So the toxic side of the feminine would be the one that doesn't ever, she procrastinates. She hides away. She makes herself small. She finds it very hard to actually be seen in the world, to actually come forward, to come out of her recluse, perhaps, or her slumber. We don't want her sleeping for too long. We want her to be able to receive, but it's an active receiving. It's not like what I was saying earlier on about non-action. It's not that you're not doing anything. It's just that you're not being perceived to do anything in the outside world and what people can see. But you, as a female, are taking a lot of action internally. There's a lot happening that maybe not other people can see. But where we can run short here with the feminine is that we drop too much. We drop beneath that almost, and then we become a bit like a zombie, or a bit too much in our slumber. And as I said, the masculine, yeah, he's just, one of his toxic sides is then just overthinking and crowding, and then this causes like a real split between the masculine and the feminine. And so now they're coming together. They're in equal on Tuesday. So everything that we would have been going through, at least for 3 weeks up until this Tuesday the 21st, will be helping us to unpeel any layers around us that are preventing us from being in the divine aspects within ourselves. So you can have a think about which one of those feels more in alignment for you, or which one doesn't feel so in alignment. And what can you do to bring one into balance, especially this week, because you've got all the support of the seasons around you to help you to do that. Right, I'm going to have a sip of water, and then I'm going to pick cards specifically for all those watching this and what it is that we can harness this week. Okay, I'm going to start with, I always like to use the same 3 pack when I give readings. So I'm going to start with the Ascended Masters pack. And I'm going to pick three cards in total, one from the Ascended Masters. So let me just pick a card here. What's the message for all those watching? Give us one card. It's the Equinox this week on Tuesday. There's a card. I'm not going to look at it yet. I'm just going to put it down over there. And then I'm going to pick a Goddess card. So we got the lovely Ascended Masters pack and then the Goddess pack. And now I'm going to ask the same question. What is the card that's going to come through for everybody watching this, particularly in relation to the Equinox this week? The Equinox, Tuesday the 21st of March 2023. What can we speak about specifically for this week for everybody? That was almost a card, didn't quite fit. There's a card. I'm not going to look at that either. And then I am going to pick a card from the Earth Magic pack, which is here. Okay, throw that over there. Earth Magic. Get a message from the pack. A card message. One's already come up. I'm going to put that there, and then we've got 3 cards in total. Right here. I think I need my glasses for these. 3 cards. Goddess. Don't back down. Okie dokie. Don't back down. Remember, this is specifically for this week. Equinox. Don't back down. Peace offering. And rainbow blessings. Okay. So Equinox. What on earth do these 3 cards mean? Don't back down, peace offerings, and rainbow blessing. I'm just going to close my eyes. Okay. Don't back down, peace offerings and blessings. Boy, this is a very, very, very strong message coming through for us to we're being called as a collective to stand in our truth, to come together with other people and to voice our truth in the outside. Well, this feels like a very masculine energy, actually, to speak our truth and to voice our truth. Remember, I was talking earlier on, wasn't I, about seeing clearly beyond the BS. I think I said that earlier on. So we are being called to see clearly and to know what is, stand up for yourself, but not just as an individual. This feels like this is something collective as well, where we are to come together with others and stand in the truth of what we believe to be right, so that we can make a change. It's like we're needing the masculine, the divine masculine, to help us to move forward towards a peaceful resolution, which is this peace offering card. So whatever's going on in your life right now, You call on the masculine aspect within your being to help you to speak your truth and to voice it, and actually to know what your truth is. So to see clearly what the truth is, acknowledge your truth to yourself, speak your truth outwardly. This is about speaking it outwardly as well, so that it can reach the right person or people and bring a peaceful resolution to the situation that has been bothering you. And it's not about wanting to, you're not looking to make peace. What you're just doing is you're looking to speak your truth, which will bring about peace. There's a difference there. Can you feel the energy of, oh, I need to make peace, I need to make this right, as opposed to, I need to speak my truth, and then the outcome will be peace. The reason why you are guaranteed of the outcome being peace is because it could just be an outcome within your own being or peace. You're not looking to necessarily bring peace to somebody else, or even to the relationship with you and that person. You're looking to bring peace to what you are feeling inside in relation to that person or that thing or that organization. So very strong masculine energy coming through, that it's almost like he's being called in to step up now. And I've said this before in some videos as well about this divine masculine stepping up. He's got to step up here. And this is both in men and women, but men particularly, who hold the essence of this divine masculine, they are the carriers of that. They need to stand up. They need to speak the truth, and they need to protect the feminine. And by the feminine, I don't just mean female, us, women. They need to protect the earth, the feminine, the energy of the divine nurturer, the energy of the divine aspect of the feminine, that is this provider, this nurturer. She's holding us, she's holding this, she's the earth, she's holding us all day long, she's feeding us all day long, she's quenching our thirst all day long with her waters. The divine masculine needs to stand up to something, and he needs to speak it out. So this could be a global thing, a collective thing, but it could also be something that is related specifically to you, and helping you to move beyond this situation in your life that is keeping you in a space of turmoil. Yeah, so what I was talking about earlier, that the masculine, that's the overthinker, it's either keeping you in that toxic space of the overthinker and trying to work things out and regurgitate things over and over again in your mind, or it's keeping you in the space of this toxic feminine. I'm just going to hide away, and I'm not going to say anything, and I'm just going to stay under the covers and keep myself small. That is the energy of this week. That is the energy that you can harness as we go into this equilibrium, the masculine and the feminine within your own being. And then, of course, the Rainbow Blessings card. I mean, there's something about, yeah, this is a very powerful card. I'm going to show it again. The rainbow being all 7 colors of it mirrors our own rainbow. We have 7 main chakras throughout the body, starting at the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root. And so it's violet light going to purple and blue and pink, green, yellow, rose gold, and red. And there's something around the perfection of that, the perfection of the psychic body that I was talking about earlier, you know, the breath, the air, the soul, coming back into the truth of what it is that you are, which is all this light. It's all this light. So while we're talking about the masculine and the feminine, the dark and the light, everything is in between that as well. Okay. So what I'm being shown now by the grandmothers and grandfathers is that this time, yes, it's about the masculine and the feminine, the black and the white. But what's in between all of that? It's all the light. It's all the light. It's inclusive. That's what the masculine and feminine is. It's bringing everything together in one. It's all the light that makes up this whole energy body of us, this whole psychic body. Who are you in your essence? Who are you in your essence? Let go of all the distortions. Let go of all that you think that you should be. Let go of hiding away. Who are you not to be standing in your truth? Who are you not to shine that light? Get up, create, share your purpose. And for those of you who don't know what your purpose is just being here. It's just being exactly who you are. That's your purpose. Who are you? And that is the power of this time. Who are you? You are everything. You are all of that. You are all of that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Remember who you are. Remember who you are in your essence. Stop trying to prove yourself. You are worthy. You are worthy to be here. And the world needs you. The world needs your light. And the world needs all of you. Not just a little part of you. Not just that little part that you want to show people. Not just that little pretty part or that handsome part or that nice part. Who are you in your wildness, in your primal aspect, in the original being, the baby that you came in as? You're still that person. And we're being pulled right back into that. You're still that person. And you're way beyond that. You're beyond anything that you can ever imagine. You're way beyond this physical body. You're way beyond this physical world. You're way beyond the limitations of this world. Okay. So harness the truth. Get that back. Bring your masculine and your feminine into equilibrium this week. Ask those hard questions. Look hard inside yourself. Where am I on the one extreme or on the other extreme? And we all have it. We all have it. And remember your divine nature. This is very important. I'm going to pick one more card. I've been called to pick one more card. I wasn't sure if I was going to. This pack I always pick from Earth Warriors as an overall card as a collective. Like if I'm doing a reading for myself, basically, I will pick 3 cards like I've just done now. And then I'll pick 1 card as a collective. What is the overall theme that I'm going through? So this is now going to be, what is the overall theme that us as a collective are going through, in particularly this week, the 21st, this equinox in March 2023. What is this overall energy? What are we all being called into? That was a strong message that came through. That felt very strong about the rainbow and the light. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that's we're being all pulled into right now. Like this vortex of energy. Vortex of energy. Whew. Right, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get a card. Overall card for this week. Whoop, there we go. That's 2 cards. I'm actually putting them back because I need 1 card. So 1 card. There we go. Okay. 1 card is done. Put my glasses on. Let's see. Whoa. Wow. This is what we were talking about. Amuata, sage of higher knowledge. Sage of higher knowledge. What we were saying earlier on, that's a download coming through the grandfathers when they come through their whistle. And they are reiterating the message that came through earlier around cutting through the bullshit, looking clearly at something. Sage of higher knowledge we need to let go of this lower mind stuff that's been going on in our collective, and this is a message for all of us obviously as well. But what they're saying is we all have access to higher knowledge, higher knowledge, much higher than what we even realize we have access to. So the only way that you're going to be able to do that is by letting go of the lower aspects, the parts of us that are holding us captive in this place of limitation and of illusion and delusion into what we think we are versus actually what is the truth of what we are. And this is what's coming through in the card. Again, it's similar to what the message that came through earlier on. Sage of higher knowledge. Is that what it says in there? Sage of higher knowledge. Be the sage. Be the sage. You are the sage. You know. Stop relying on other people to tell you things. Find your own connection to the higher light, to the divine, to God, to source, to the higher libraries of knowledge, to the higher mind. Find that connection. We have to find that connection within ourselves. Return to meditation, return to prayer, return to the explorer within yourself, the one that can explore and find the truth so that you can remember the truth. Go on that adventure. If you're thinking of going on an adventure, go on that adventure, whether it be a literal adventure or an internal one. There's an adventure calling all of you. There is an adventure calling you. It's an important message. I say it again. There is an adventure calling you. What is this adventure? Only you will know what that is. Is it a new project? Is it a new job? Is it leaving an old job? Is it a new way of living? Is it going and traveling literally in the world? Is it going and creating a new life for yourself? Is it speaking your truth and changing your behavior? What is this new adventure? And see it as an adventure. See your life as an adventure. Spirit is saying to me as well, and this was a message coming to me this morning actually before I recorded this video. Play. This world has become far too serious, they're saying. This world has become far too serious. You've all become far too serious. Play. Play. Have fun. Dance. Be silly. Play a game with no outcome. Play a game with no outcome. Wow. Play a game just for the sake of playing a game. Kicking a ball around. Skipping. Be like a child. Learn from the children. But you can learn from the children and at the same time be the sage of higher knowledge. And that is the sweet spot. That right there is the sweet spot. The higher knowledge, the child. The masculine, the feminine. It's all there. It's power. Call your power back. Anything else about the sage of higher knowledge? The owl. The owl is I would put the owl here at the third eye. I was talking about the third eye earlier. I can't remember now what I was saying, but clearing through, opening that light, indigo light, purple light, bring that through. The owl can see through the darkness as well. The owl is the nighttime. He looks through things. He can see through the dark. Call on your higher knowledge. Open your crown, open your third eye, open your mind. Open your mind to possibilities. Let go of the limitations that you, and only you, are placing on yourself. Let go of the limitations that you, and only you, are placing on yourself. Open your mind. 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 And at the same time, have your roots. Keep your roots deep in the earth. This is the balance of the masculine and the feminine, the earth and the sky. The earth and the sky. Put your roots deep down. Put your roots deep down. Keep your roots deep down. In the way that you do that, get into nature. Take your shoes off. Sit in nature. Be in nature. Love nature. Enjoy nature. And then open your mind. Sit by a tree. Put your heart, the back of your heart against the tree. Breathe into the tree. Breathe into the tree. Open your mind. Open your mind. Connect to the earth. Bring the higher knowledge in for yourself. There's far greater things available for you. Far greater things available for you than you are allowing yourself to believe or even see right now. Far greater things available for you than you are allowing yourself to see or believe right now. Get on the earth, take your shoes off, open your mind, bring the energy in, remember who you are, pray, meditate, bring the divine, masculine and feminine together, play, get back to the child, bring your power back, go on your adventure, and this is the message of this week, the equinox. We're going to end with a meditation I've just been guided to do with you, so if you can all close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose. And one more deep in-breath through your nose. And breathing out. And we're going to do a thing called alternate nostril breathing, which is a wonderful meditation, a breath meditation to bring the left and the right hemispheres of the brain into equilibrium and into balance. And it also will balance out the left side of the body and the right side, the masculine and the feminine. So the way that it works, I'll demonstrate it to you. You put one hand on you put your thumb on your right nostril. You put your next two fingers on your third eye, and then your ring finger will go on your left nostril. So we start by breathing in through the left. I'll just demonstrate one round. I'll breathe in through the left for 4 counts. I'll hold for 2 counts at the top. And then I'll breathe out for 4 counts through my right nostril. I'll hold for 2 counts at the bottom of the right. And then I'll breathe in for 4 counts in my right nostril. Cover up the right nostril, open the left. I hold for 2 at the top. And I breathe out the left and hold for 2. So join me in doing this together. Placing your thumb on your right nostril, your next 2 fingers on your third eye, and breathing in through your left. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, and breathe out right. 2, 3, 4, and hold at the bottom for 2. Breathe into the right for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top for 2, and breathe out the left for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold at the bottom for 2. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, and hold. Breathe in, and hold. Breathe out, and hold. Do a few rounds on your own. And when you finished your last round, which would be breathing out of the left, just place your hands on your knees or legs, keeping your eyes closed and taking a few deep cleansing breaths in through both your nostrils. And gently opening your eyes. Thank you for joining me on this video. Wishing you all a beautiful and empowered week ahead and life after that as well. Wishing you so much joy, love, happiness, love and light, masculine, feminine, equilibrium, beauty, love, joy, play, fun, happiness, all good things that the rainbow of you is. Sending you so much love. Namaste. Bye-bye.